to another exciting episode of RXMuscles in studio. I'm Dave Palumbo, and I am joined by my very good friend, all the way from New York, by way of Boca Raton. He almost didn't make it today. His car broke down, but we got him here after all was said and done. My good friend George Smalley. Mr. G, welcome to the studio for the first time.
Dave, this is incredible. Wow, what an unbelievable journey. This is amazing. It's beautiful here. I think Tyler's dog likes the cooking.
He likes all your food that you brought here. That's it.
Begging me for some cookies and bagels.
He's smart.
Right.
You brought some delicious, tasty pastries, as I call them. We're going to look at those in a minute. But, you've been saying you were going to come down here, and I didn't believe you. Well, I did believe you, but I didn't know when it was going to happen. And you made it happen. You moved, about a month ago now?
I moved a month ago, yeah. One of the main reasons for me announcing it on the show is I wanted to show people how you set out with a thought to do something, an idea, and then you tell people about it, and then you follow through. I didn't know exactly when or how, but everything fell into place, as it went along. Perhaps better than I could imagine. Right. And that's
well, you got a good setup over there in Boca.
Yeah, I got a great setup.
And you've been telling me for the last couple of weeks you're going to come down on Tuesday for the TV show. So first week you kind of canceled. The second week you had breaks.
Well, I had to get ready. I had to take care of the water bill.
And then yesterday you called me up and you said you got stuck, and I didn't even know you were on your way because you didn't even tell me.
I
said, where are you? What do you mean you're almost there?
I'm on Alligator alleyway.
Yeah, you're like alleyway. I'll be there at 1:30. I'm like 1:30. 1:30 past 2:30 past 3:30. I don't hear from Mr. G.
Because as I got off from the Alligator alleyway, the brakes went. They were like rock hard, right? And Mavis actually did them the week before. Oh, and apparently the same thing. Yeah. So I was able to get off. Thank God, there was a marathon gas. Yeah. And then that's when I says that.
We got you here, though.
Yeah.
Today you met me this morning at Crunch Fitness. I took a little picture on my Instagram. I put it up there. All the people at Crunch seem to be very happy that you were there.
That Crunch place is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets state-of-the-art equipment, and the people are really super friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
No headphones. I noticed no headphones.
No.
Right? No.
You know what? What I noticed here at least here in Cape Coral, Florida, is that everyone is very nice. There's no people that are uptight. Whatever they can do to accommodate you, and that's what I like. In New York, I found that people everyone's looking to start a fight with you over everything. Right? You notice that?
Yeah, it's just more high strung. It's a highly competitive. Up in the New York area, New Jersey area, it's a highly competitive business world.
That's the car we rented for Mr. G. I was actually surprised. It actually was pretty cool. You got this really cool looking red Honda Accord there.
Yeah,
drive around. Which you might not even need after all this. We rented it for a week for him, and he might actually have you. They said,
look, matches my watch.
Oh, there you go. All right,
my red watch.
All right. Now, the real reason I got you here is really not for your company, but for your food, because you have some amazing food that you make. MrPotsProtein.net. We all know about the Jumbo Palumbo. Get that tin out there. Yeah. Give me that tin. Let me show these people this tin. For those of you who haven't seen, Mr. G made these Jumbo Palumbo mass cookies. How many grams of protein were in these things?
In those, there's 50.
50. Yeah, this is
plus we put 2 regular big chocolate chips, and then we put 2 with half dipped in chocolate, and the protein and species vanilla ways.
And you get this nice little tin with it, which it looks very nice. It's packaged very nicely. And you know what? Mr. G has 10 of these tins, and we're going to give away 10 of these?
10, yeah. So
with the purchase of what?
Just the first 10 people who order on our website,
MrPotsProtein.net.
We're going to throw those in for free, and we're going to sign them. You'll sign one.
Okay.
We'll all sign them, and we'll have Tyler sign them.
Oh, Tyler too.
Maybe we'll have Tyler's dog put his paw print on there.
Oh, there we go. Then it's going to be worth a lot of money. So the first 10 people who go to MrPotsProtein.net and purchase.
Oh, Mr. G's.
This is a new. What's the new website? The guy who changes his website every day.
Mr. G's Protein Snacks.
Mr. G's ProteinSnacks.com.
Right.
Okay. I thought you actually have a .com.
Right. If you go on Mr. G.
What's the Instagram?
The Instagram is Mr. G's Protein Cookies.
Okay, can you pull that up? Because I've been tagging the wrong one. I've been tagging Mr. Potts Protein.
It all goes to the same. Even if you go on that site, it's tagged.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It's
all
tagged
right.
to go to.
All right, now what did you bring here today? Because I love to try all your new stuff you got.
All right, so the new thing we're doing is I've been experimenting.
Well, let's do the cookie first because
Right.
everyone knows the cookie, right? We showcased that to me.
Right.
What are these cookies right
These
here?
are white chocolate macadamia nut that I made.
And how many grams of protein
There's
is
about
this cookie?
16 grams of protein in those.
And that's this cookie. It's very
That cookie.
thin. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. And this is made with Species Nutrition
It's
Isolate.
made with the vanilla. We use the vanilla ice slice.
Okay.
You know, because it actually gives it a really good flavor.
Yeah. Now this is, and I see there's the chips in here. There's the macadamia white. What is this? White chocolate chips.
White chocolate. Yeah.
Okay.
White chocolate and macadamia. In fact, I'm working on a company to make our own. We want to make our own protein chips.
Okay. I haven't tried these yet. Now,
Yeah.
so it's 14 grams of protein. How many grams of carbs and fat in these?
It's going to be 37 grams of carbs.
Okay.
Now.
Is there any
Give
fiber?
or take. I mean, because with these, I put a little less flour because I wanted to make.
These are very good. Tyler, what do you think?
It's absolutely delicious.
Those are-
You're telling me there's
Yeah.
not like a bunch of sugar?
There is
in
some
this?
sugar in
Just a
here.
little sugar?
These are what your grandmother would make.
Only with
you know,
protein in it.
With protein in it. I mean, that's the whole point.
I love these for my kids because my kids eat junk food, and if I can get them to eat these, and I know they're getting 14 grams of protein, that's like a meal for them, you know?
It'll also make you full too.
Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying my kids will eat. I'd rather them not just eat all sugar. If they eat this, I feel like, all right, you know what? If they don't want to eat dinner, I got at least 14 grams of good protein.
Well, Dave, first of all, our bodies our great grandfathers and grandmothers. They ate sugar, flour, all that stuff. So their bodies, their cells are used to assimilating. Even if you use a 0-cal sugar,
Right.
we're not really used. If you think about it technically, we're not used to really.
Look, these are not. You're not going to eat these while you're dieting for a competition. These are like something
so
you would
this
eat
is
off season or
Yeah.
maintenance. This is something that tastes good that has a lot of protein in it. I think you did a great job with these things.
These snacks were designed to. If I had we opened a bakery,
Right.
and you came to my bakery, that you would be like, "This is the best cookie I ever had." Forget about it; has protein in it.
Right.
I mean, that's,
I would buy these because you see when
Yeah.
I go to a place to buy something, you know, I'm always looking what's a little bit healthier than what's out there.
right.
And especially for my kids, you know, I got 3 young kids, and they like to eat junk food, and they would eat these as easily as they would eat a regular cookie. They could never tell the difference.
That's what we have. We have our customers that order. They order stuff, and
Right.
it's not just them. You go home with your stuff, and it's the family, the kids are there. Don't
Right.
you know?
What's this now?
Those are space bars.
Okay, that's
So-
the poster we have. Okay,
Right.
now what's
That's
in
my
this space
partner
bar?
that does it. You know, which, by the way, Summer does all that stuff.
She
Those-
can't see that because it's not on camera. Wow, this is good.
Those
Oh my
are
God.
that's graham cracker. Did I give you one of those towels?
This tastes
got
almost
no
this,
space bar.
this tastes like there's no way this could be anything good, healthy for you in here. What's in here?
Well, those have
Oh wow,
yeah,
coconut.
coconut, sweetened condensed milk, graham cracker, and chips, and then protein in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to have a lot of carbs in it.
Those are going to be higher carbs than
Yeah.
the other ones. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not, you know,
This felt a little heavier.
40
but they're really good.
They're a treat. I've had them before.
Yeah.
yes. The bottom line is at the end of the day, to have something that tastes really good and something like that. I mean, they're even good to put in if you have like an ice, you know,
Yeah.
mix them in with your ice cream. Right.
Oh man.
So this is a real treat. This cookie is a little bit, more along the lines of something performance oriented.
Right. If people ask me when they go on Mr. G's protein snacks, if they ask me, because we do the batches singularly, and that's why so if we have a 10 dozen that we have to make, we're not making 10 dozen.
One shot.
No, it's like a high end restaurant. We're making your order,
Okay.
your separate. Even if you order
Now, why do you do that?
the flavor?
Okay.
The flavor is it's like a high end restaurant. If you come in,
So they're made to order, is what you're saying.
yeah, everything's made to order. That's why sometimes it takes a little extra time, but your order is being made then shipped right out.
Okay.
You
And
know,
what is the turnaround time behind I guess ordering and getting your order?
depends on anywhere from 3 days to 10 days.
Okay, that's not too bad. Now, I love bagels. You know, I took you to the bagel store here, Stuff a Bagel, one of my favorite places to
Right.
go. And I've been
And you like
hawking-
chicken salad?
Yeah, I like the chicken salad there. But I've been hawking the guy there to try to make a protein bagel for probably 2 years since I've been going there, or maybe more. And he's always like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how to get the protein in it. He doesn't know anything about it. You made a protein bagel here. This is an everything protein bagel.
Right.
These are fresh out of the toaster.
That's what these are right here.
What exactly is in this?
Can you see those?
Texture camera. There's the texture.
What's in these? Tell me what's in these.
Right,
Give
so
me the macros.
This is each one of these has about 45 grams of carbs in it.
Okay.
All right, and it has.
What do you use for your carb source? What's the carb source?
Flour.
Okay.
It's just flour. We're using a.
This tastes like a pretzel.
Right. We have two. The only ones that we sell on our site right now are this version.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have two versions. The other version is gonna be this is a bagel made from pretzel dough.
So it's basically a pretzel in the shape of a bagel.
More, yeah.
With the outer coating of like a bagel.
And with a different, and I use a different flour.
Really good.
There's different flours. We wanted to make this so you can actually make it. It's better for making sandwiches, because it's a little bit more puffed up.
You almost don't need to make a sandwich because how much protein's in these things?
And that was 16.
Wow. Okay, so if I had put a couple pieces, slapped a couple pieces of turkey or a chicken breast on there, that's a great meal right there.
Lettuce,
tomato.
I do that all the time when I'm on the road.
love them.
I just
Seriously, tastes delicious.
Yeah, right. This is good. Now, what if you also have a bagel version?
What's your honest opinion, Todd?
I love everything bagels, and this is you're not skimping on the everything. Sometimes you get 5 little sesame seeds, whatever else. It's delicious, and I like the pretzel dough.
Yeah.
How many of these do I need to eat to look like Nick Walker?
Thousands, thousands, and thousands.
Well, you probably would eat 10 at a clip.
Do you make these also like regular bagels too on your site?
We're gonna add the regular bagels on within the next day.
Okay.
So the regular bagels.
So you get the pretzel ones or the bagel ones.
Right. The regular bagels are made with a bread flour.
Okay.
These are made with a regular flour.
And how do you change the taste of them? Does it taste like a bagel versus a pretzel?
We bake when you're making a pretzel, you're using baking soda.
Right.
When you make a pretzel,
Okay.
so baking soda is basically in a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And we also boil. We don't bake. We also boil. Even when we make pretzels, we boil the bagel.
Okay. What's the
And then
advantage of that?
It sears in the flavor,
Okay.
the gluten, and then take it out, and then for a whole 24 hours, it's in the walk-in fridge.
And what does that do?
That again adds more to the gluten, the rising of the dough and the gluten.
So that's what rises. Yeah, I understand what
It
bagels.
rises,
That's what does
but
it,
also seals. It also makes the outside a little bit hard. The gluten, and in this way, then you put it in the water.
Gotcha. And that's how you get that hard
And
out of feel.
then we actually each one of these is coated with an egg.
Okay.
Not a whole egg, but it's coated with it.
It's painted probably so that it holds on the.
Right. So then we put the seasoning on it, and we also use I'm using Egglands. So we're using
omega-3 eggs. Okay.
I'm using omega-3 eggs.
That's expensive. Yeah.
Everything. So when you put an order in, especially with this, it's being made and it's going to be shipped right out.
I went to the supermarket. I was in Sam's the other day, supermarket, and they didn't have my Eggland's eggs I usually get. So I had to buy these free range. They were $7 like a dozen. These things. They were really good, but they were the most expensive eggs I've ever seen in my life. But look, you're not skimping on these products. That's my point.
No, the idea was we were a high-end bakery, or you were at your grandmother, your Italian grandmother's or Irish grandmother's house has been baking her whole life and cooking her whole life. That you were going to get a product that's made from all natural ingredients and just made a little bit healthier.
Okay.
And then shipped out.
First 10 people that order at MrPottsProtein.net, starting from
Mr. G.
Mr. G's. Mr. G's Protein. What is it, Mr. G's? You got me brainwashed. Mr. G's Protein.com.
Right, Mr. G's Protein.
Mr. G's Protein.com.
Snacks. Mr. G's Protein Snacks.
God. You couldn't get Mr. G's Protein.com?
I could have. Look, you're making me spill water. Oh wait, no. Look,
he's drinking stimuli. I think he's getting a little too amped up a little bit. Mr. G's Proteinsnacks.com. First 10 orders get a free tub.
We're going to sign it.
I highly advise these cookies.
You can put them in. You can put them also in the freezer.
Are you selling the keto lights on there too? I haven't looked at the site. Pull up the site. Let's look at this site. Okay.
I mean, so
What are you selling cookie wise?
If people ask me, can you make muffins? Can you make
right?
this?
But no one knows. People
We'll make. If someone asks for less shit, like
what are you making on the site? Look, I
Look,
love the
Dave.
Hulk.
This Windows 95 website.
Look at the Hulk.
Dave, look,
You know Marvel's going to
Dave.
wind up suing him now.
Dave,
Yeah.
you're on the tape. Look at that, Dave.
That's pretty cool. Except you'll probably get sued for that. You know,
No.
with the Marvel there.
No, look, no.
Protein bagels.
All right, there's the protein bagels.
Yeah, those are the prep. But if anybody, goes,
How many bagels do you get for $35?
you get 10.
Dozen.
A dozen?
No, you get a dozen. I'm sorry,
Okay, a dozen. Okay,
Sorry.
that's good. That's about what the bagel store charges. Or maybe a little, maybe a little.
A little bit more. I'm putting the protein in and not putting the egg.
No, you're getting a
I'm
protein
putting-
bagel. This
yeah.
is way better. Okay. Now, what else do they got on there, Tyler? That Hulk is starting to annoy me a little bit.
Or remind you of yourself when you walked around like that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what else we got there?
These were good.
The peanut butter cups.
Oh, so you are still doing all
Yeah.
those. Those are really good.
These
oh my
were
god!
so
How many
stupid
for
good.
$70? How
Oh,
many?
you guys had the. You guys.
Yeah,
had
we had those. They're really
16
good.
Yeah,
of
you
them.
gave us some of
But
these.
16.
But each one.
Yeah.
Each one, the amount of chocolate would be the equivalent to if you bought a 2-pack of Reese's Pieces.
How many grams of protein are in those?
16.
In each little Reese's cup?
And those,
The little cups? Wow.
Like in those, the ones he's showing now.
Yeah.
That's the peanut butter ones with the raspberry jam. The peanut butter. Now I could also put peanut butter in there,
Right.
but those outside.
Is that the one where you make your own peanut butter? Are you
Right.
making
So
your
we
own
make
peanut
it. So we do it in that batter. So it's a it's a high end white. We use Merkins.
Okay.
We're gonna make our own chocolate, but
Oh, the Lee Priest Giant Killer Bar. Okay. So you're making those too?
yeah, we still make those, but we're gonna try. I think we want to.
You got a lot. You got an awful lot of
cookie
options now.
Yeah, that's why it's late when people put an order in. We're making all this stuff from scratch.
It's made from to order.
scratch.
It's not like just sitting on your shelf or in your
Nothing.
freezer. You're making the stuff fresh.
Nothing.
These were my favorite.
You like the hot
Tyler
nacho?
Yeah,
So
Tyler
much.
loves those.
You like hot because I got ghost pepper.
Shit,
I didn't. I got.
Bring it in. He'll
Yeah,
eat
oh,
those.
You want me to make a
Sour.
ghost? You want a ghost pepper?
I would like
But you
nothing.
want it?
My son,
Nothing
this is
more.
true story. My son
You
bought
want
these things
go-
in 7-Eleven. I don't. What were those things called? Taquitos or something?
Oh yeah, they're all hot.
My son
I
ate
still
that
got
and he
'em.
spit it out. Tyler's been eating them for like he
Every
loves them.
single shift, they never go. It's like they
Yeah, because all the
respond.
kids eat those.
My son thinks they're cool, the bag, but he hates the way they taste because they're too hot. And
Yeah,
burn his mouth.
they're all supposed to be super hot.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah, so if you like ghost pepper, then I'll do.
That'd be
We need to
awesome.
put ghost pepper on
Now here's the question: when you start getting like a lot of orders, like hundreds and hundreds of orders every day, how are you going to fulfill this? Because it's all made to order.
We have people that work for us.
Okay, all right.
I
I love it. I love what you're doing. I think it's great. It's all, like I said, it's homemade stuff, all natural ingredients. You're using high quality whey isolate. From
Well, that's
us.
why I came down here because we're down here. We're gonna. So one of the first, we're gonna actually have a what they call those stores? A pop up. I guess the new term is pop up store.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a pop up store in the Busybody Fitness in Boca,
Okay.
where you're gonna be able to go in there and buy our products fresh daily.
Great.
It'll be set up like a bakery.
That's great.
Probably within the next 3 weeks, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
On the show
Great.
here when you can go there and buy them.
I'm glad you're up and running again, and you're down here all
Yeah, that's
settled
what-
in Florida. He's got a great place in Boca there, a nice little community there. I know your son's down there helping you out. So
My
that's-
son
it's all
works
good.
for my son works for Busybody Fitness, delivering equipment. He's at right now. He's at a big YMCA in Jacksonville.
It's crazy.
That's
All over the state, huh?
we used to when I worked for Jack Delane was doing the Bally's and hired us
Right.
to do the one-on-one training.
Right.
My friend ordered
We
like
used to sneak. I was a little younger than you. We used to sneak in there because I didn't have any money back then. That was when I
the
was
one in
college.
Levittown.
Yeah, the one in Levittown. I used to try to sneak
I had
in the back door.
we had the key to that place.
I wish I would have known.
We
you
had
back
the
then.
key. My friend was the vice president and gave us the key, right?
Oh my god.
So we used to go there like on Sunday and train and go on
Right.
the thing. So my one friend, and now long story short is they wound up changing the leadership and my friend who was the vice president,
Yeah.
they shipped them out when they're ready to grand open.
really?
And they just started the one-on-one training there. Just
my God.
they had no one-on-one training in the whole thing. And that,
You
and I put my
started-
son on one-on-one training by George Smalley. I put on the front of the
Right.
Bally's, right?
Yeah.
So that now they got these new guys that they just hired, right? And we're there on Sunday during the day. And my one friend is standing there dripping wet in his short. He just got out of the pool. And in walked from Detroit. In walked the guy and his wife,
Oh my
right?
god. We were running.
And like, who are you? And then I found out is that they they wound up not liking us.
I wonder why.
Well, we didn't do it, but my friend ordered like $3 million worth of equipment. Like imagine you have $3 million and you could order any equipment you want.
Oh, I can't imagine. They had good equipment in that Bally's. It was jacked.
Yeah, we ordered. Icarian had a chest sled. Like
I love training
like a leg press sled.
No, I remember they had the best equipment there.
They had the
the Kaiser Air.
But they also had ones with water.
I
with
saw
a whole
those,
circuit.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Those were
half the stuff was a waste of money.
No, they were marketing things.
Yeah,
hey, in the pool, nobody goes to the pool.
Right.
And then I had Kenny Diesen.
Okay.
I hired him to help people around.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I hired him because you're good looking. Because the way we do the sign up for people for one-on-one is you go help people.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what they're doing. Just go help them.
Right.
You're not selling. You're just helping, and you're helping people know what they're doing so they don't get hurt.
Right.
And creating a great atmosphere. Then after that, they'll probably say, "Hey,
I want to train.
I'd like to have somebody train me. Do they have that here?
Right.
Oh yes. By the way, yes. Come and have an appointment in the place, right? So we had a little office. You know how big the office was? The office was, I swear to God, the desk, right? The thing, right? So my brother, Bobby, used to bring, I'd be sitting there, he'd bring people in all the time.
Oh my
he goes, hey, here's these 3 lawyers. Let them come in.
I had a friend who worked at one of the Bally's. I'm not going to say where it was. It was by my grandmother's house. And he was like a bodybuilder guy. And he, I don't know what was going on. He traded me a bike. A lifestyle. I don't know if they were getting rid of it or what. I don't even know what the deal was. I got one of the really nice lifestyle cycles they had back in the day for a pack of Anadrol 50s. So 100 Anadrol 50s. I got an exercise bike that my sister wound up taking from me. And she used it for years. That thing.
Yeah. So my friend Steve, he was a powerlifter, Steve McCooley. So we also set up these really cool. We set up really cool circuits. So we set up an Ironman circuit, where it was 3 pieces of cardio and a weight machine. 3 pieces of cardio and a weight machine, and you would go 30 seconds on it. It was really, I mean, so we got to order the stuff we want, but the stuff is unbelievable. But anyway, they wanted to fire. I found out when they got there, they wanted to fire us, but they were scared of us, right? So I started charging people, fees.
To show your worth over there.
Well, there were people. We already started. So the guy goes, well, we should. I don't know if we should do this.
Oh, because there was no personal training then.
Right.
No one did training.
So
so you guys were training. What was your
ever.
job description there then?
We were supposed to promote. Well, we were starting that. We were Steve hired us to promote the Bally's.
Oh.
To go around promoting.
Okay.
Right? Because we were bodybuilders, but we could talk. We were salespeople.
Right.
You can't be like a lot of guys don't have a personality.
So you really didn't have a job description. You were just making money on the side.
like cover girl, but cover ballot.
Right? Bodybuilders were a novelty back in the 80s. That's really what it was. There wasn't a lot of big freaking guys walking around, and so
so we had
it was people liked it. It wasn't like Planet Fitness now where people go there because they want to get away from bodybuilders. Back then, you wanted to see bodybuilders in the gym. It was kind of motivational.
So he said, I don't think we're going to do the program. I go, what should I do with all the money we collected? So
what do you say?
He goes, oh, I didn't know you already started it. If I didn't know, but so then we started the one-on-one, and then it went from there.
Well, yeah, but people don't even remember.
But then
people don't remember a time when
they were business, but they were not. See, the problem is they were business people. They weren't business people. Bodybuilders or business people, fitness people, and that's a problem.
Right.
You got to be a business person and know the industry.
Well, that's why when Gold's Gym was sold, it was a disaster. Because no one understood bodybuilding.
They took that kid Kenny Diesen, who went on to go in the WWE,
and
they put him in the bathroom.
Oh, really? Oh,
I went there the next day. He's in the bathroom as an attendant.
Oh my God!
I go, what are you doing? Are you an I said to the guy.
Kenny's on Facebook. He watches all the stuff we do. He actually lives right down in Florida. He's right by you, actually, now.
Kenny,
did you know that?
Is he one of the best? I mean, the guy was like a
Kenny
GQ.
actually wrote a book about this blue jay that came into his life. You got to see. It's called Gracie's Adventures. My kids have it. He's got little stuffed animals.
Yeah, Kenny was
good guy.
He has a twin brother.
I didn't know he had a twin yet.
Yeah, the twin brother.
Kenny and I competed against each other a couple times.
And his brother has toys for tots.
Oh. Okay.
That's his brother, because his brother had got cancer when he was 15.
Oh, you know that. Okay.
You know what? We were training at the Ultimate Gym.
Right.
With Kent Buffetta, the Reverend Buffetta, and
Ultimate
Gym.
Ultimate Gym was. Is he dead?
Yeah, he died in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
That's right. You're right.
Down here in Florida.
I remember that. The Ultimate Gym was like the size of this studio, basically.
Yeah,
they had a million pieces of equipment jammed
They had
in
TK
there.
Star.
Yeah, it was, and it had this like, it was dark with like blue like neon lighting around the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It was actually kind of cool. It was a very small gym though, right?
Yeah, it was a small. Then he franchised out.
Yeah, and that's when he went out of business, Bob.
Yeah, because what happened is I think people they were expecting more than what they were expecting, like all these people to come in, but just because you buy a franchise, it's the person in the franchise where you have to be able.
But that small little Belmore location did very well,
unbelievable. Right? Yeah, that's where I started my one-on-one. I had Bodies by Mr. G, and that's where
it was so tight, that place.
Oh,
I don't know how you did anything in there.
My office was my office again.
It was smaller than Jack LaLanne's. Yeah.
No, it was this big, and there was a vent, right? A vent. So my friend, God bless my friend who used to work with me, right? He always used to play jokes on me.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in there, and I have a beautiful girl sitting down, and he would fart into the vent.
Oh my God!
Right. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker! What are you doing?" And I go out. He'd be laughing hysterical.
It was an intimidating gym to walk into, because when I had first started training back in the late '80s, early '90s, I would come home for college, and I would like try to sneak into gyms because I didn't want to pay for. I had no money, and I would sneak into Ultimate sometimes for the day, or they give me a pass maybe for the day, and it was like all big monstrous guys.
Yeah, Bob Cardona was.
Yeah.
He was into the. They still have the Baltimore Boxing Academy. His brother's a boxer. And his brother actually was in the movie Noah with us. We were. He played the. He was just. Hold on. He was the stunt double for the Warlord.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, in the planning field. So.
Yeah, it's a small world, but everything's changed so much now from back then. Now everything's about $10 a month. Gyms like Planet Fitness and this one and that one, and I think that the hardcore gym kind of like became a dinosaur in a sense.
Except Busybody Gym is more like that.
Yeah, well, I mean the Crunch we went to today is kind of cool, but they try to be everything to everyone. You know how that works.
Yeah, they're evolving because in the Busybody, and I see MMA. So the MMA guys are starting to weight train.
Right.
So once I started training at Nick Catone's down in Jersey, I mean, he has about 100 UFC people that train out of there. And I came in there as an older guy, but I was strong.
Right.
And when I started grappling, I was able to,
Now, speaking of strong, is it true that you're still looking for Big Lenny?
Yeah.
Because now that you live in Boca, you're not too far from him in Delray Beach there. I heard you've been scouring the beach looking for Lenny.
Well, I'm going to surf. I didn't realize what an unbelievable place
Maybe
it is.
you could teach Lenny to surf.
Yeah. Well, let's see. First they have to take down the video. I mean,
Big Lenny, if you're watching this, contact Mr. G.
You're not the Pope no more. I'm the Pope. I'm the Pope now. I'm the Pope of Delray Beach. You lost the job. I'm the Pope. No more. You lost that job when you stepped over the line and became a cookie cutter.
Yeah, that's right. It's funny because you came down and you've displaced him essentially.
I met the bike guy.
It's how like they say the best way to get someone back is to put him out of business.
Yeah,
you've put
Mr. The surf shop down there. I got the guy going to do surf. We're gonna open up maybe a brick and mortar down there.
Lenny's going to be it's going to be coming into your store in Busybody, and he's
can't.
He's going to be eating Mr. G.
Bagels. No, he's not allowed to come in until he takes the video down, or we have the charity match.
There you go. All right. I don't think the charity match will ever happen. Maybe hell might freeze open before that. But Mr. G, thank you so much for coming into the studio. Hopefully, you'll be able to stay for the Lee Priest Iron Raid show coming up next.
All right, I'll stay on for that, yeah.
All right, guys, and that's going to take us to the end of another episode of RX Muscles in studio with Mr. G.
G's ProteinSnacks.com.
There you go.
Never give up, because God loves you.
We'll see you next time. That's good.
Great.